yeah, just total freedom.
I love how you're paying attention to those energies and how you're able to recognize.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were on we were in the same. I was like, yeah, it's so cool that she's connecting with the
yeah.
UAA, connecting with the ancient way of leading society, or and it seems like they are doing that. And then I hear you reflecting on that. Hey, Ryan, I guess, or Rihan.
Rayhan,
Hey, it's Rehan. Yeah, how are you?
Hey,
good
Rihan.
brother. How are you, man?
Good, thank you. Good, thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Welcome to
Likewise,
the
my
hood.
brother.
How's it going?
Good brother. Tell us. I haven't met you yet. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you yet, bro. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Toronto, Canada. So that's
Ah,
where I am
nice, man.
currently. Yeah. How about you?
Edmonton, Alberta.
Cool, cool, cool,
And I
cool.
am from Lithuania.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. And
what brings you in today, brother? I'm curious. I know that you're friends with Nicholas and Monica, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, Nicholas told me to hop on this call. There he is. I can see him.
Yeah, bro.
Monica jumping the rise and
Hey
shine, baby.
guys.
We'd love to know a little bit more about you, Rehan. And Michaela's here from Dubai too. Hey, Michaela. Hello.
Hey, Michaela.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, Michaela.
My name is,
Nice
by
to
the way, not Eric, not double Eric. My name is Sigitas. I'm just using his account because Eric is gonna need to jump off in the middle of the call.
Yeah.
So,
But I'd
um,
love to hear, Rehan, a little bit about you, my brother, and then maybe we can listen to a little bit about Michaela. It'd be amazing to highlight what you are both curating in the world. I know there's a lot of alignment, so I think that it would be nice to just listen and observe, if that's okay, brother.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm more than happy to do that. So hey everyone, my name is Rehan. I know Nicholas and Moni very well. We met this summer at a Tony Robbins the youth leadership event, and what an incredible experience. A little bit about myself. So I'm 22 years old, and from a very young age, I've always had a very, very strong passion about helping others and contributing and making the world a better place. And another passion that I had was football or soccer. So at the age of 13, I actually moved from Toronto, Canada, where I grew up, and I went on my own and I moved to France. And I played football there for 9 years. And along that journey, there were a lot of ups and downs and challenges, obviously, as one would expect. But what a beautiful journey nonetheless. And while I was there, I actually got the experience of going to San Diego to attend Tony Robbins' Global Youth Leadership Summit as a participant. And it absolutely just changed my life. And that's how I really got introduced to personal development, mindset, and all of that. And to keep things kind of short and brief, that has led me now onto this path of becoming a life coach and a personal development coach for youth soccer players. So I do that now, and yeah, it's been such a beautiful thing, such a beautiful journey. And I think the reason why I'm here and that I've connected with Nicholas and Moni and all of you is because the big mission in life is to help millions, if not billions, of people in all different areas, right? There are so many things and challenges that people are going through, and there are solutions to these challenges, right? There are ways for us to come together and help people out. And yeah, my mission has always been there. I have a slogan that I use personally. It's called Road to Billions. And billions is not about money, it's about the amount of people that I want to have an impact on. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and I'm on the journey, and I'm so happy to meet all of you and to be part of this community.
I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for sharing. And I always share like the real billionaires are the ones that influence a billion people. Those are the
mm,
real billionaires. Uh, this is something that I've been saying for so many years. It's fascinating. So I love that you're in that level of alignment, and to see at 22 that you're already capturing this wisdom and trusting in it is really something beautiful because definitely you have a lot more courage than many of us on this call because you've chosen to step into that at a way earlier age. So I just really want to acknowledge that. I think it's important to continue to follow that path and highlight that wisdom that you're trusting in yourself because this is ultimately what all of us have felt at a later age, and you've chosen to do that at a lot earlier age. So, big congrats to you, my brother.
I appreciate that, Eric. Thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, dude. Keep following that, man. We're here to support you, and we're really excited to be in a place where we can continue to be in service to the great mission, like you say, right? It's the great mission. So we're all here to align in that capacity. Brother, before we continue going on, I'd really like to highlight Michela from Dubai, who's also just an amazing human being, and what she's doing and how she wants to show up and how is continuing to show up. So maybe Michela, you can share a little bit about yourself and just highlight your magic, your wisdom, and what some of your goals are. All over in terms of community and development and things like this. So please.
Yes, sure. Nice to meet you all. I'm Michela, 30 years old, and I'm from Italy. Sorry for my English, but Italian are not pretty good with English, but you will understand me. So, and now actually I'm in Dubai. I just opened my company a few months ago. That it's a consulting company on sustainability because what I really want in my life is to help this world. And in this moment, we really need to understand also through education and consulting how we can do our work. Also in construction because I'm in the sector of construction, but in my company now there will be a lot of professionals all around the world that are going to teach about sustainability in different fields. So it's really important that in every sector we start to do sustainable choice to do a better world. And this is the day of Anthony Robbins. So I don't know him directly. I never went to his or events, but I always read his book since when I was young because my mother was his fan as well. I grew up with the poster of Anthony Robbins inside the house. So I'm also right now a fan of Anthony Robbins, and I always read his book. So nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you all. We're so grateful that you're here. We're really blessed to have you and your wisdom. Can I just want to highlight? So the other day we were talking a lot about community growth and community like spaces, and we talked a lot about different places around the world. And I just wanted you to highlight also kind of your idea because Nicholas, Elenita, Sagitas, and Monica, and I know now Rehan as well, you guys are all in alignment in this community development, but if it's okay, Michaela, if you can share kind of your perspective as well on wanting, because I know you sent some stuff of the way that you'd like to develop a community as well. And I think it'd be good for everybody to hear your perspective because it's in such deep alignment with everybody else. So yeah, just
You mean
share,
about
just
Bali?
about Bali, about kind of your vision about community, and it doesn't need to be Bali, but I know you had it in Bali specifically, your project. But yeah, just please share your idea.
Yeah, for example, it's really important to, I think, to create community, to have the opportunity to share with other people what we think about some for example things can be about ourselves, about motivation, about spirituality, about sustainability, but it's really important to share what we think with other people in the way that we can also help the other to take the good path in their life. So this is what I'm doing with my company, but also, for example, I would like to do with my husband a resort in Bali, where people could also meditate and find themselves and the contact with the nature and animals, because I also think that at the contact with the nature, it's really important to find themselves, because God is into the nature, God is into the animals, so we can also find God in between us, between people, but also inside nature and animals as well. So this is another type of idea that I would like to implement soon about the resort in Bali.
Nick, do you want to touch on that, brother?
Yeah, that's awesome. We So ever since we've kind of shared a somewhat similar vision, Moni and Rehan and I and a couple of our teammates, Michelle and my partner Chris. Um, the idea that we've been kind of putting out into the universe is really similar to that actually. It's just about perfectly aligned actually. And we have been meeting more and more people just like yourself who have a dream or vision similar to that. The more we put that out into the universe. So that's you're probably the fourth person, and I'm taking notes on your name right now to keep in touch with you. Eh, so we this initially came from an idea to it was like multiple different ideas. And after Rayhan and Michelle and Moni and I met at GYLS, we gosh, we just kind of through some serendipitous moments that with Rayhan and I started with a confusion, a misunderstanding. We thought we were shooting a podcast, and we ended up just having a conversation. Um, we learned that all of our visions were kind of rooted into the same or extremely similar why, or like different pieces of this like larger vision that we could think could be this big thing. Um, so right now there's several pieces to this, but yeah, high level is we would love um our dream, our vision is to have like a chosen family compound where we wellness center, whatever you want to call it, where we unplug from unhelpful technology and we reconnect with nature and to ourselves. Um, there's a whole lot there, but basically we want to incorporate what you were talking about, a lot of Tony Robbins coaching and other people's versions of coaching, lots of business think tank ideas and lots of meditations and all kinds of different things, like an eco village type thing. And Bali was one of the places Chris and I have been talking about looking into, actually. So, yeah. Rehan, Moni, do y'all have anything else to add?
Moni, go for it.
I'm in a car. Sorry, guys. I'm in New York City in crazy traffic, of course, right? What do you expect in New York City? So, I'm here with my son, Max. What's up? He's he's driving and frustrated, and I'm calming him down.
Take care, mama.
Yeah. So everything you said is right on point. And we've been manifesting this so strongly to create this chosen family community that all you guys coming together right now and so quickly is just proof to, you know, to how energy works and how we are now magnets for this. And now the magnets are attracting this beautiful, beautiful community of like-hearted humans. So we're super excited. Yes, there's other places that we are considering. I'm sure the right place will come to fruition when we're ready for it. I tried to get my friend Sarah on this call. I think she's just crazy busy with other things right now, but you know, everything will align when it's supposed to. So everything that Nick said is absolutely on point. And we are all in alignment when it comes to our passion for this project. Go ahead, Rayhan.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. I think the big thing, there was almost this moment at the Global Youth Leadership Summit where I just had a thought to myself. I was like, you know what? This is how life should feel like every single day. You know, and I feel like you get that at Tony Robbins event and other personal development retreats or any event that you're at when you're surrounded with like-minded people, you get this feeling and this energy because of the environment that you're in. And I realized in that moment, it's not necessarily about the things that you're doing, it's about the people you're with. And when I had that thought, I was like, it would be such an incredible idea to live this way and to constantly be surrounded by people who are on that same wavelength and that tune into that frequency. And you know, he talked about energy, and it's like the perfect energetic balance, you know, that we all need and that we're craving in our lives. And I just think that this idea is able to bring all of it together in the most beautiful way. So, yeah, I mean, seeing how it's actually come from just an idea that so many people have had, but initially no one ever talked about, and then we started talking about it, and now so many other people are talking about it, and you can definitely see it happening. So I'm very excited about it. But yeah, it's one of those crazy things, like Bonnie said, so many people, it's just like coming, it's like a magnet, right? So many people are having this idea, so many people are sharing a similar thing, and maybe it ends up being a thing where there are many locations around the world that people can just choose and be like, look, well, there's one in Bali, there's one in Hawaii, there's one in Indonesia, there's one somewhere in Africa, and like it's yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited about it.
It ultimately should be the whole planet, right? So that's the whole reason behind this all, right? So we're all seeing the same thing because it's ultimately should be the whole world in this type of energetic understanding, right? Where the world is our playground. We really start to emphasize this type of living and experience and taking care of one another. So it's also, you know, we're all just following the feeling, and the feeling is what guides us because it's the energy of what's infinite. And so it's amazing that more of us get to express this with certainty and devotion, but also not just by expressing, we actually start to integrate it. So it's interesting because, like, you know, they have a mandate in Dubai to make it the most sustainable city in the world. Uh, you know, there's places here in Canada where we're really integrating more meaningful use of the natural resources. These things are something that can be identified in the energetic infrastructure to really utilize a real full circular economic ecosystem that focuses on doing it in a conscious and creative way that's really benefiting everybody. So, you know, this is the depth of it, and you know, it's happening. We just need to continue to be the lighthouse.
Yeah, I love that. Um,
Mm.
what something you said struck a chord with me in a good way. A friend of ours who has yet to be to a Tony Robbins event, but this lady she like is such a high vibrational person. She's got to go. She was worried about going because we kept saying that it's filled with like-minded people. We kept saying like-minded people. And she has been in other groups with what they call themselves as like-minded people. And the whole time she was like, guys, I'm in this other group. The whole time I'm thinking, I don't think like you guys. I disagree with a lot of things that you guys want to do. And that kind of like, so she's just she had she took a certain meaning to that phrase. So we kind of explained where what we meant by like-minded people is like from a foundational psychological and energetic level, a deep understanding of one another, but the understanding comes from being open-minded, right? Like everyone is, so we changed the language from like-minded to open-minded. Because I told her, I was like, you could go to any one of these people, complete and total stranger, never met them before. You could tell them your deepest, darkest secrets and look into their eyes and feel their love still and know that everything's okay. And and that's why it's such a amazing community, right? Or at least that's what I've experienced. And just like Eric said, it's the idea of like we have to do this together as a species, and we have to do it like a teamship. We all have to the pieces that we fall in love with are the pieces that we were meant to do. Our passions is what we're going after. It's maybe what we were put here to do, or to learn or to help with, leave the world in a better state than it was when you found it, right? And when we're all free to do that and support each other in doing that, I mean, we're like all in the flow, right? So the goal is uh I want to pronounce your name correctly. Michaela, right? Did I say that right?
Michaela.
Michaela, okay. um so the idea is to there's so much to get into, but it's basically we want to Tony Robbins's Wheel of Life. If we can educate people and coach people and help people in all of those areas and bring them to their authentic self, then the belief is that they can be the person they were meant to be, and then give the world the gifts that they were meant to give, naturally and with ease, and joy, right? Um, and that will have a ripple effect of positive energy and everything. And we also, on the other hand, we're kind of like coining the term wheel of business, because there's all these categories of business, and people have lots of ideas of how they want to turn their ideas into reality. And in this world, you need certain kinds of knowledge to do that. And a lot of the times it has to do with business. So there's these two big pieces there, where we want to teach people who have the calling to help others with their skills and be coaches or healers or whatever, to help them do that better, because there's so many people, uh, or not better, but with ease, more naturally for themselves. There's so many people who are trying to do that, and they keep running into the same issues, and there's all these people right beside them, and they're running into the same issues, and half the time, like, then there's another group of people right beside them that's doing it, but they're plowing right through those issues, and then they run into different issues. And if they all were to like look left and right and help each other out in a community, they could fill each other's gaps and help each other out. um, and then if we have all of these incredible people who are, like these experts in each one of these categories of your life and in business, um, then we can our goal is to initially sort of like go after and target people who, when we help them, it will have the biggest impact. So that's youth and influential people, world leaders, politicians, things like that. People who are going to be a future leader, of some sort, and people who have the power to say whether or not we go to war, things like that, is the end goal there, and to help them uh, sort of wake up and have compassion and lead with the love in their hearts. Um, and so you know, I don't want to call it an end goal, but the culmination of these pieces is what we've been calling this compound, right, of chosen family members, because that's what we are. It's like a big community, and lots of business-minded people have told me, cool it on the wanting a brick and mortar place. Just do events, because if your goal is to like spread and help more and more people, do virtually. And like a specific location has its own issues, and that's great advice. But we're gonna do what we feel called to do, and still do the virtual things. And it's all about having events and retreats, and maybe these specific locations are where we do our retreats. We don't really know, but we just know it's we're all kind of coming together in serendipitous ways. And yeah.
So one of the things that I always emphasize is there's nothing more powerful than the taste and the feel and the touch of another human being. And like when we're in these experiences in person, you know, immersion, you know, as Tony calls it, is one of the fundamentals of really transforming or transitioning energy. And we're right now in this like greatest energy transition in the history of the planet. So I laugh, or you know, people say you know, spirituality and business doesn't go hand in hand, and I said, you don't know what you're talking about, because clearly you haven't gone deep enough to discover that, you know, the purpose of business is it's the ultimate spiritual game. You know, Tony says this as well, right? You know, business is a spiritual journey. So I always said is like, how do we cultivate business nirvana? You know, business nirvana, understanding that, you know, the nirvana and the planet is an emphasis of really conscious entrepreneurship and integrating that consciousness into the unstoppable version of ourselves, so we can really identify the true leader within ourselves, the artist, the creator, the person that is in service to something greater than ourselves. And this is what Tony defines as a hero. It's so cool, right? So we can all be our own heroes. The hero's journey becomes a beautiful discernment and discovery of oneself. Hey, Chris, how are you, brother?
We're on the run.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
So, so yeah, it's really fascinating. I really, really love and appreciate you all. I think I'm going to you know, listen and observe back on this call. I have to run. I have another call right now, but I'm going to leave you guys with love. I think it's important that Michaela, Rehan, it's so nice to see you guys all connect and talk deeper about, you know, how we can manifest, or what the needs are of the group and what we can do to cultivate Skitas. Alenita, I love you all. Monica, it's amazing. Ciągle przyjemnie Ciebie zobaczyć. I'm really excited that you're connected with Michelle. Michelle is a huge leader. I just want you to know she's one of our lions with Tony. So she's been a huge part of my life, and she's really supported me traveling around the world in multiple different ways. And you know, we have a plan, Michelle and I, to really solve the greatest problems with Tony at his house in the next 6 months. So to be sitting there with Tony and solving problems that are this serious. So I really look forward for you to meeting her in person at the event. She's bringing 40 of her own guests, but she's doing incredible things across Brazil, Africa, all over the world. So really meaningful leader. And I also have another lady. She's the queen of Congo, Queen Diambi, that is ready to meet with you. So I will introduce her to you later. Okay. I love you all.
Dziękuję,
Amazing.
kochanie.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Eric. That's awesome.
I love you all. Okay.
Love
And
you.
I'm here with you guys in spirit, but I gotta go because I have a very beautiful meeting right now. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
We
Awesome.
will.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Nice day. Bye.
That was
Right.
that silence. Everyone.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to be comfortable with silence sometimes. So I've
Oh yeah,
noticed on these calls, you guys are very comfortable with silence, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna sit with it, and I'm not gonna jump in.
Yeah, we have sometimes like a minute or so. It's just so
Yeah.
beautiful to see.
And it's not easy for us doers to be like, okay, why are we not talking about something right now?
We left Michaela, she left as well.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Michela, I wanted to know, piacere, Michela.
She's not here.
Yeah,
She
she
left.
hopped out with Eric too.
Oh, she hopped off with Eric. Oh, I
Uh,
didn't realize
uh,
that. Oh, okay.
No, not me
So
either.
so I wanted to ask her if she could tell us a little more about what she was envisioning for, for the Bali compound, and if she had a specific vision for it.
yeah.
Because, I was, and Nick and Rehan know this because I've shared with them my manifestation or my manifesto of what I am envisioning as far as the compound. And of course, I'm very open to how we are all going to want to morph it into what it's going to become. But I always kind of saw that it was going to be these individual pods where people can go within, where people can go internally to heal themselves. But there's also going to be those community places where they can go and get the tools and go be in community and share and eat together and be together. But ultimately, the time that they spend on healing or on progressing and evolving is also time where they have time to be alone, to be with themselves. So that was one of them. And I just imagine it in a colorful, beautiful, abundant garden place with palm trees. Just has to have palm trees. That's my only
Palm trees.
requirement, because I see a palm tree and I'm
Palm trees
happy
is a must.
instantly. Okay. Awesome. So that's what I wanted to add to that.
We'll do it. We'll do it somewhere very, very cold, and then just plant a palm tree there, just for you, Moni.
Just one.
Only one
Just
palm tree.
one, right next to
Just one.
right next to my igloo. Right next to
Yeah.
my igloo, there'll be a palm tree.
Yeah. Natural springs and Eric has talked about, there's a group on here that they're creating I'm technically part of it, but I haven't been able to hop on the last couple meetings. They're a conscious development group, and they're creating an event in Alto Paraiso.
Alto Paraiso.
Yeah. And we're still piecing together what that looks like. And we're thinking it's like right before the AYLS. And that area has, I forget what Eric said, but there's a huge deposit of a certain kind of mineral underground in that
crystals
area.
all over, crystals all over, the rivers all over, big waterfalls, a lot of nature. So Macau, I guess, parrots flying around.
Yeah.
We've been there a few times. It's just like I experienced there being in heaven without needing to die this time.
Where is it? Where is it? Where's the location?
It's 3 hours away from Brasilia in Brazil. And it's very, it's crystals all over on the ground. So you can find, walking on the street, you can find a crystal. Pretty much.
Is it called
Oh, we're losing you, Moni.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
But is it called Pantanal? Because I've been to a place called Pantanal 3 hours away from Brasilia. So I wonder if it's that place.
No, it's called Alto Paraiso.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Pantanal is like a big natural park area where it's you can't build on it. So maybe it's different. Okay.
Moni,
it's very beautiful.
What's your son's name?
Maxime.
Maxime. What's up? How are you?
What's going on?
We're going to a casting call because he does modeling in New York, and we're late, and I'm trying to teach him patience and calm, and New York is just not a helpful place for that. It is very because you have to really exercise your patience.
Yeah, let go of those expectations. Hey guys, looks like we lost one more too.
Yep. It's like people falling off today out of the
Yeah.
rocket. What's happening? Who left the doors open?
I actually have to go too because I'm gonna hop on a flight for UPW.
Yay! Did you guys find a place to stay? I was thinking about it the whole time. I'm so sorry I
Yeah.
wasn't able to
Oh
become
no.
more. You have it? You got it?
Oh yeah. We got a spot.
I have two of my girlfriends staying with me, like in my room, and I told you I have 4 teenagers in my house plus 2 girlfriends. It's like
No, no worries.
bursting
No,
at
you're
the seams.
totally good. Yeah, we got a spot.
Oh,
We
that's
will.
awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna be there a little bit late on the crew day because we messed up on the flight, but we'll be there. Yeah, so I'll be a little like I think a lot of us will be MIA for the next week, but yeah.
Yes. It's just gonna have to. Just so you know, Sagitas, we're gonna be. You know how it is.
Yeah, UW.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
guys.
gonna jam what I hear. And you're
Yeah.
gonna send a lot of pictures and cool stuff to the lighthouse.
A lot of
Yes.
inspirational quotes that you're gonna be.
Yes, please.
You're gonna
Yes,
be
please.
inundated
See
with
that?
inspirational quotes.
That when I was like a teenager, that was my whole Instagram, and my friends would all make fun of me. They were all like, "Ah,
Aw,
stop doing this." Yeah.
I
I was
love
like,
you.
"Great." Yeah.
I love you.
Okay.
Me too. Me too. That's why I had to get off of it. I was getting too much hate about my positivity.
Oh,
Oh, hey guys. Love y'all.
all right.
I'll see you later.
Enjoy the flight.
Thanks for hopping on,
Well,
Rayhan.
Yeah.
Of course. Take care,
Let us-
everyone.
Take care, and we'll be in touch, Rehan. I have to talk to you about all our AYLS stuff, so I'll let you
Yeah.
know.
So
For
is
sure.
everybody leaving? Like, what's going
sure.
on here?
I guess so.
Yeah, I guess so.
Ciao, Nicholas.
Bye, Nick.
guys.
Bye, Moni.
Love y'all.
Bye, Sigitas. It was
Bye,
nice
bye,
meeting
Rehan.
you.
Bye,
Bye,
All right,
everyone.
so the rocket is landing earlier today.
Land.
See you next week.
Bye, Maxine.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao. Much love.